Evil's winning. Evil is really, really winning. And I'm not talking about a group of people. That often comes up when you talk about the evil in the world, like this group or that group, my team or your team. I think evil is winning among everybody. Because make no mistake, I think every human is inherently capable of good and evil. We obviously fight with that every day. Every decision we make on either a micro scale or a large scale. And I just think evil's winning. I think it's getting the best of everybody. And I think a lot of it is just that, like I've said in other videos, the human element of life now has become a thing of the past. The things that matter most in our lives have taken a back seat to what? To technology? To lust, I guess. Lust in like a physical form, sexually, or lust for things you want, greed. I feel like the need for validation from people that shouldn't really matter to you. I feel like that in everybody is more important than the need to spend quality time with their family. Isn't that weird? I see people out with their kids, out with their girlfriend or their boyfriend. They're on their phone. I see people on their phone and the child comes up to show them something. They get mad. They get irritated. Think about that. You're hanging out at the park. You're hanging out wherever. Little kid, your baby boy, your baby girl, draws something or finds something cool to show you, wants to ask you a question about this leaf, and you get mad and you shrug it off. You scold them for disrupting you because you're trying to argue with Karen about whatever. Or you're trying to reply to that person that doesn't see it your way. Or you're trying to reply back to that hot guy or hot chick. You're putting that in front of the things that really matter. And I'm not holier than thou. I'm guilty of it too. As much, maybe more than some of you. But this has been on my mind all day. How like the human element of life is taking a back seat. And evil is winning. And evil doesn't have to be some, obnoxious, obvious form. Evil can kind of be that parent ignoring their child. That parent scolding their child. Choosing this mental junk food, brain rot garbage on their phone, choosing that over a precious moment with their child. Or anybody, mother, father, brother, sister, friend. I feel like a lot of people now, when you bring up how important it is to bond with people and how important it is to spend quality time with people, even the ones you take for granted, when you bring that up, people get irritated now. They really write that off. Like they don't want to hear that. I've made videos in the past talking about how people can't feel things like they used to. And this applies to that too. When I try to talk to people, I have my close bros that I spend a lot of time with, and we discuss this all the time. But other acquaintances and stuff that I speak with, when I bring this up, it's almost like I'm irritating them. It's almost like that's irritating their soul now when I bring that up. Because maybe that evil in them doesn't want to be challenged. Whatever evil or whatever negativity that has captivated their mind and their soul and their spirit and their body and everything, whatever evil force that has captivated them does not want to be disturbed. And when you challenge that, people are going to take it the wrong way. Maybe the right way. I just don't know how to get through to people anymore. It's everywhere you look. Like the world is on a major decline, and I'm not talking about finances. People always talk about the economy. This is different. Throughout history, people have been poor. People have fallen on hard times, depression, and this and that. You still saw people smiling. You still saw people having a good time. It's deeper than that. We're losing the human element of life. We are losing the ability to enjoy life as a human being. I keep seeing people talk about AI taking over and technology and stuff, and I get it, but I worry more about our personal relationships way more than jobs. I could live in a tent in the woods. It'd potentially be happier than a bazillionaire living in a mansion. They can't feel love and can't feel connection and acceptance and brotherhood or sisterhood or whatever. Like, we're losing that. Do people not realize this? Evil is winning in all of us. Like, even politics. I get into politics. I get controversial and I get a little wacky. But I don't ever hate somebody for not agreeing with me. I would never want to see something bad happen to somebody because they don't agree with me. No way. I've seen people that have reacted to my videos completely putting me down. I mean, saying every bad word imaginable about me, painting me in the worst picture possible. If I saw that person stalled out on the side of the road, they need to push their car, as God is my witness, I would help them. And I'd feel really good helping them. Because I'd think, hey, I'm doing the right thing even when a lot of people wouldn't. And that would feel good. And I'm not perfect. You guys know I got a temper. Everybody that watches my channel, you can probably guess I got a bad temper. I can go off the rails if I don't catch myself. Not perfect at all. Don't claim to be. I don't see how people don't want to do better in that regard. And of all the things people talk about in our society and life and dating and just personal relationships, the scariest part is that most people are just consumed by evil. Evil. And evil doesn't have to be, like I said, some outspoken thing. Evil can be the corn addiction or consumption in general. It can be so many things. Like, social media has made everybody a little bit less human. And the media, mainstream media, even like social media platforms, no matter what side you're on, they've done such a good job of destroying the fabric of society and even the fabric of human existence, you know? They've done such a good job of just rotting people's minds, like making you, rewiring you to see people differently because they don't necessarily align with you. Misinformation left and right, lies everywhere, propaganda everywhere. Like, it's twisted, dude. It's twisted. And yeah, I'm right-leaning, but I'll admit it's both sides. Hell yeah, I got no problem calling out my team. No way. I can probably call out my team as much, if not more, than people that oppose my views. The biggest thing, in my opinion, I think people need to work on is not losing your humanity, being a human. Even myself, again, I'm not perfect. I lose my cool all the time in comment sections and videos I see that are triggering and I feel attacked and me again, like, it's hard because part of me says just get off of all social media. But then you're uninformed. You're either, I think it's Denzel Washington that says, and I'm butchering this, if you don't watch TV or the media, you're uninformed. But if you do watch it, you're misinformed. And I'm butchering that, but it was something like that I saw in an interview. What do we do? Like, how do we balance this never-ending rush of information and controversial takes? How do you manage that and still be a good human? Because it is delivered in a way that forces you to pick a side. It forces you to be on a team. And you're not allowed to be nice to the other team. This is so toxic. Like, all of it is so toxic. We are losing our ability to be a good human. Evil is winning.